Oh God!
Jay! You have to make a video about Moonknight. Yes, Moonknight. I said you have to make a video on the difference between the comics and the show.
One, well, how did you just spawn like that? Two, why would you ask me to do that?
Just do this shit, asswipe. You do it.
Welcome back to another video, y'all. Today we are talking about the difference between Moonknight in the MCU show and the comics. I just feel like when it comes to very popular pieces of media, like the show, he hasn't really been represented that well. In Rivals, he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he's actually pretty good in Rivals. I do like him a lot, but I don't think his play style really matches Moonknight much, and I will get to that in this, and you guys will understand why I say that. The number one thing that I'm gonna tackle though, and we're just gonna get straight into it, is his personality, or personalities. Stay with me now. So Moonknight has 3 personalities: Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. Jake Lockley wasn't really in the show, I'll get more into that. But these 3 personalities have the same goal: to protect the travelers of the night, this, that, and the third, right? We already off the bat see in the Moonknight show that's not the case. Steven literally has no idea what's going on. As far as we really know, Mark's kind of the only one with an understanding of what's going on. In the comics, Mark Spector makes the deal with Khonshu, to which Mark already had previous, fighting experience, all that. That's not really much different from the show. Basically, he makes the deal and becomes Moonknight and protects the travelers of the night, right? Now, here's the difference. Mark made Stephen Grant and he made Jake Lockley. He made these 2 for a simple reason: to understand what's going on.
The moon haunts you.
In the show, Steven is like a nerd. He has no idea what's happening. He figures all this stuff out. He's basically like the viewer. Like, he's figuring out this whole crazy world of Moonknight as the show goes on. And he works at a museum. He's just living a mundane life. If you guys don't know, Moonknight used to get compared to Batman a lot. He still does, nowhere near as much as he used to. Reason for that? Stephen Grant. See, Mark made Stephen Grant to understand what was going on in the higher up state of the world financially. Stephen Grant, you can look at him basically as just a Bruce Wayne archetype. He's there to get answers, get clues from the high up, corporate type people that he can get answers from. Jake Lockley, on the other hand, is the exact opposite of that. He created Jake Lockley to understand what is going on in the streets, straight up in the streets. He's a taxi driver, and he stays in the gutters with it. He really gets his answers the way he do business.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
So you might be sitting here wondering, that really doesn't sound like he has a personality disorder. That kind of just sounds like acting for his superhero antics. And you'd be right, except the fact that he kind of just went insane doing so. He ended up developing his personality disorder to the point where the 3 personalities just do as they want, and Mark kind of takes the back seat. And even Mark is lost too. Basically, the person that Moonknight is simply just all 3. There's no difference. They're all 3 the same person, but they do their different things. It's just 3 people in one character, honestly. In the show, Steven, he works at a museum. He's not rich at all. He doesn't even have anything to do with the Moonknight shenanigans at the start of the show. And Jake Lockley, probably my biggest gripe with the Moonknight show in general, Jake Lockley is not even in it besides one like 10-second clip at the end of the show. I get they wanted to have some like hype for like whatever he was gonna be in the future, which we're still waiting. The Moon Knight show as a whole would have been a lot more interesting and entertaining if we're watching all three personalities do what Moon Knight does. That would be so much more interesting to me. In the show, Jake Lockley, from what we see in these few seconds of him being there, he just kind of seems like some off-brand MCU mercenary. I think Oscar Isaac not only is a great pick to play Moon Knight, he looks like the character, he's a great actor. I just feel like he could have done this character so well. And I mean, to be fair, the character that they writ for him in the Moon Knight show, he kills that role. This is no shade to Oscar Isaac. He does a great job. But I just feel like if the writing was better, he would be like peak Moon Knight. His powers. Moon Knight in the head ain't the only thing suffering from a personality disorder. Cause I'm telling you, I don't even think the MCU understands Moon Knight. The worst thing they had to have done is just give him a healing factor. Number one, them trying to make this show PG-13, awful mistake. I understand the MCU like has to cater towards a younger audience. Moon Knight, in my opinion, is a character either they go all the way in or they just don't. The healing factor is just simply completely made up for the show. And I wouldn't be pushing like the hatred for the healing factor so hard if it wasn't for the fact that it takes away another very important part of Moon Knight's character. You see, Moon Knight loves to be in the field. He literally says he wears white on purpose so the enemies see him coming and they have fear. Moon Knight is the type of character where he will get in a fight, he will know that he will get hit multiple upon multiple times, and he will take every single one of those hits if it means that he can land one hit himself. He has an insane pain tolerance. He doesn't have a healing factor in the comics. And that's the thing. Moon Knight can die.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And he willingly jumps into these battles, taking all these hits. And that's why I think it just makes him all the more cool. In the MCU, he just looks like a corn jumping into battle because he knows if he gets stabbed in the back, he don't gotta worry about nothing. Like, what does he have to worry about? In the comics, Moon Knight has enhanced speed, enhanced strength. He even gets stronger during a full moon. You know, your typical superhero, enhanced speed, enhanced strength type of stuff. He has bladed weapons that he throws, but he's also a hand-to-hand combat specialist. I feel like this is something that always gets misunderstood with his character because, like I said, the memes and Rivals play style, I think a lot of people just think Moon Knight genuinely just grabs shit out of nowhere and throws it, to which he does, but he's also a hand-to-hand combat specialist. They didn't change too much of this in the show. It's pretty faithful to that, except I don't think we will ever see like any forms of like super strength. I feel like they're probably just gonna stick with his healing factor and then make him like a off-brand Batman. I said earlier, Moon Knight can just die in the comics, but he's still practically immortal. I know that makes no sense, but wait a second. As long as Mark is the avatar to Khonshu, Khonshu can resurrect him as much as he wants, which he's done many, many, many times. We've been talking about Moon Knight himself a lot, but let's take a step back and look at the villain, Arthur Harrow. He's one of those characters that's just a random pull. If anybody tells me they knew who Arthur Harrow was before Moonknight, I'm calling the cap. I didn't know who Arthur Harrow was before Moonknight. I did research for this video. Arthur Harrow in the show, he's Ethan Hawke #1. He has like an edgy cult type vibe going on, and he's trying to bring an Egyptian god back so he can basically judge people on things they haven't done yet that are gonna happen in the future. Hey, whatever floats his boat, guys. Whatever floats his boat. In the comics, it's a little different. He's a very smart dude who's just kidnapping people. And he's experimenting on them because he's trying to create a solution for like feeling no pain whatsoever. He has like secret funding from like some organization or whatever. He ends up like low-key succeeding because he cuts this dude and the dude feels no pain. But the main problem being he's taking real life regular people and just kidnapping them and experimenting on them. And it's Moonknight's kind of like to the realization, he's like, this dude is like getting like answers and results way too fast. He literally has to be doing like human experimentation. Moonknight goes to stop him. He escapes on a helicopter. And that's like the last time you ever see him. That's it. Very, very, very random poll. Now, I'm not against the random polls because to be honest with you, I think it's very cool and I think it's very unique. With all that being said though, y'all, those are some major differences between Moonknight in the MCU and Moonknight in the comics. My fault if I started tweaking a little bit. I just really like Moonknight. Like, he's one of my favorite superheroes, so I got a little passionate. Fight me about it. I'm playing, bro. You looking fired. I wouldn't want to fight you. I wouldn't mess up your beautiful face, cuz. But I do appreciate you guys for watching, for real. And I will catch you in the next video.